as a musician, there are several things that you want to have in place in order to achieve a level of professionalism. So I'm going to share a list of things that you should have in order to progress in your music business. The very first one is a website. Now, several musicians and other businesses have established that a website is probably the most crucial part of your music business because it establishes a level of professionalism, and then your email also can be changed from @gmail.com to @skillmusicsa.com. So I highly suggest that you get a website. I currently use Wix in order to get my website up, but there are other hosting platforms that you can use to get a music website up. So I highly suggest that you get a website first and foremost. The very next thing is you want to be able to get people stuck in your web and keep them through what they call a funnel. So I highly suggest that you get a mailing list. And if people that you work with generally do not have a mailing list, then I highly suggest that you get their numbers so you can talk to them via WhatsApp or set up some kind of mailing broadcast list on WhatsApp or any other instant messenger IM platform that you use. Typically, now that you've got these contacts, you want to have a way to keep the people engaged and remind them of what you are doing more or less once a week, if not more. So I highly suggest that you have some kind of content or marketing strategy around that to help people remember what you're doing and to keep them engaged and interested in the topics that you currently use. I actually have a content list that I send every Sunday. I know that I am uploading a video similar to this one. So this helps me keep my audience engaged, and then when I have more content to release, I up that up. So I highly suggest that you have a content marketing strategy. Number 4 is probably something that I should have mentioned as number 1, but you want to have a uniform social media footprint. What do I mean by this? So your whatever must be uniform and the same in all platforms. So in my case, my actual producer and rap name is just Skill, but I found that Skill is a fairly common name. So using Skill Music SA, I was able to claim that across all the social media platforms. So I highly suggest that you spend some time to establish a good social media handle to help you be uniform on all of these platforms. Number 5, you have to be able to distribute your music to where people are listening. The reason I'm mentioning this is because I often get questions on how to get my music on a platform where not a lot of people are actually listening. So I highly suggest you find where your audience is listening and you put out that content where they are listening. So in my case, my audience is always listening, mainly listening on Spotify and Apple Music, sometimes YouTube. So I try get my music on those platforms so my audience can get to listening to it very easily. Number 6 is all about the Benjamins or the Mandelas in our case. It's to have some kind of marketing budget to help propel the whole system so you can keep on getting new people in, filtering the people that are not good for business out of the system. They will come back eventually if they are a good fit for your business, but I highly suggest that you have a marketing budget. So if you are spending about 1,000 Rand on beats, then you need another 1,000 Rand to market that song that you made. Try make everything 50-50. Everything on the music side of things gets 50% and the marketing gets the remainder, which is the other 50%, to help people listen to your music. Of course, if I did not mention the last one, which is to get all your PRO, CMO registrations. That means getting registered with SAMRO, Capasso, SAMPRA, and getting your IHRC codes with RISA. That goes without saying, but I thought I should mention that last. If you'd like to get 10 revenue streams for musicians that you could look into, have a watch at this video.